basic English, you're saying that you wouldn't give them the $400 million in cash until the prisoners were released, correct?
That's correct. Here's the bottom line. We are confident the video of that press briefing was deliberately edited.
The State Department backtracking on two key issues, paying for prisoners and purposefully editing press briefings. But syndicated columnist Charles Krauthammer says paying for prisoners isn't his biggest issue with the Obama administration.
I think the real issue here is not the fact that we did ransom, because I think people know that, and we do in a lot of disguised ways. And we did a prisoner exchange with Bergdahl, for example, which is worse than giving away money. It's that they lied, and they lie shamelessly, and they lie when the lie is uncovered.
Joining me now, former Reagan Defense Department Assistant Secretary KT McFarland. Good to see you, KT, and thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure.
Do you agree with Mr. Krauthammer that the lie is worse than the actual ransom? I mean, it is a ransom.
Yeah.
We held that money until we got the people out.
You know, Adam, I don't get it. Is there anybody left in Washington who actually tells the truth about anything? We have the State Department saying, no, it wasn't ransom for hostages, but it was. We have Secretary Clinton saying, ooh, Secretary of State Colin Powell told me to use a private email server for my emails. Nope, no, he didn't say that. The State Department says, we don't know what happened to that tape. We don't know why it was edited. It must have been a glitch. Oops, no, it turns out that wasn't it at all. You know, it's almost like it's in your face. That, I think, is Charles Krauthammer's point. It's so in your face. Nobody even bothers now to apologize for lying. They just do it all the time.
You know, last Friday, I happened to be listening to NPR, and I think it was Morning Edition. They had some interviews going on. They were talking about the Clintons, and one of the commentators actually said, and this was on National Public Radio, they actually said, the Clintons do what everyone else does, only they get caught. I mean, this cynicism for the public, is it any wonder why people are disgusted with the lies and then the lies and then the I can't even say the word, but the lack of transparency about how things. Thank you. It's a big word. I'm not supposed to use big words, but how these things get done. I mean, why not just, you know, either do the right thing or tell the truth?
Yeah, it somehow doesn't seem to occur to anybody inside the Beltway that the American people would understand if they say, I made a mistake, or I apologize, or I didn't mean to do it, but this is exactly what happened. It's as if they've got this willing suspension of belief that it's okay to lie, and it's in your face, and nobody's going to ever hold you accountable. And even when you get caught, red-handed, like Hillary Clinton has gotten caught, nobody ever seems to pay a price. No wonder the country wants to throw all the bums out.
Well, I want to play a soundbite for you. You know, Donald Trump is speaking right now in Michigan, and he's talking about President Obama. Here's what he said just a few moments ago.
The devastation, likewise, they've never seen anything like it. But the spirit of the people is incredible, and honestly, Obama ought to get off the golf course and get down there.
It seems to me that, you know, and forgive my opinion here, but that Mr. Trump has actually seized the high road by going first to Louisiana. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, you know, I've been through enough of these presidential cycles to going back to Nixon, and it makes a difference who looks like the president. And in this case, President Obama is on the golf course. Hillary Clinton, nowhere to be found.
She's on vacation.
I guess she's checking her emails. But here's Donald Trump, who's actually going down with the people. I think it shows a real character, a strength that maybe people didn't realize he had. And I think he's the one, out of all three of them, he's the one who looks like he cares about the people who are suffering. And he's the one who, in fact, is looking presidential.
Michael Brown, the former director of FEMA under President Bush, was on the 2 p.m. show Intelligence Report with Trish Regan and actually said that the optics of the president playing golf while thousands of people are clearing out the debris from their homes is just devastatingly horrible for the president.
You know, and I also think Trump said something very interesting when he spoke about it last night. He said, you know, when one of us, part of our country is suffering right now, one of our states is in trouble, and we all feel it. We all need to support those who are in trouble. I found that really uplifting because so many times in America today we're told we're against each other. We're against this group against that group. And this was somebody who was saying, let's rise above it. Forget about the partisan politics. One of our brothers is suffering. I'm going to go down there and relieve it. I was really very moved by that.
KT McFarland, I'm afraid we're out of time. And just in the sake of transparency, the person who tells me not to use big words is my sister-in-law, Susan, the former prosecutor. KT McFarland, all the best to you and thank you.